It has been just a week in the White House and Joe Biden is already facing a tough call in West Asia. Moscow and Tehran are calling for a rescue of the nuclear deal, while Israel has warned the United States against rejoining it. In our next report, we will explore what could be the future of the 2015 nuclear deal.
In 2015, Iran and 6 other world powers emerged out of months of negotiation. The result? A historic nuclear deal with Iran, formerly known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action.
It is a step away from the specter of conflict and towards the possibility of peace.
Iran agreed to limit its nuclear activities, and in return, its crippling economic sanctions were lifted. All was well until this happened. US President Donald Trump felt that the deal did not go far enough, so in May 2018, he decided to walk away from it.
I am announcing today that the United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal.
Since then, tensions have just escalated between the two countries, but the election of Joe Biden has changed the landscape. Biden was Obama's vice president when he signed the nuclear deal, and now he wants to return to it. But the challenges that Biden now faces are unique. The 46th US president wants Iran to return to full compliance. His demands come as Tehran is currently enriching uranium at a dangerous level. Newly appointed Secretary of State Antony Blinken reiterated that while the United States was ready to ease sanctions, it will only happen if Iran returns to full compliance with the 2015 deal.
President Biden has been very clear in saying that if Iran comes back into full compliance with its obligations under the JCPOA, the United States would do the same thing, and then we would use that as a platform to build with our allies and partners what we call a longer and stronger agreement, and to deal with a number of other issues that are deeply problematic in the relationship with Iran. But we are a long ways from that point. Iran is out of compliance on a number of fronts, and it would take some time, should it make the decision to do so, for it to come back into compliance, and time for us then to assess whether it was meeting its obligations. So we're not there yet, to say the least.
On the other hand, Iran is adamant that the US must end its sanctions first, and Russia is now echoing its claims. Moscow and Tehran have called for a rescue of the deal, saying that the United States should lift the sanctions first.
We hope that the efforts that are now being made will yield results that will make it possible to preserve the JCPOA, and the United States will return to full implementation of the said Security Council resolution. And this will create conditions for compliance with all the requirements of the nuclear deal by the Islamic Republic of Iran.
But that's not the end of Biden's problem. Israel has now warned US against rejoining the deal. It said that any US return to the 2015 nuclear accord would be wrong, and that Israel is refreshing its operational plans against Iran.
Recently, we have seen, with the change of the administration in the US, the Iranians have already announced that they want to return to the previous agreement. I would like to state my position, a position I share with all my counterparts when I meet them, across the globe. A return to the 2015 nuclear agreement, or even if it is a similar accord with several improvements, is bad and wrong from an operational and strategic point of view.
Such comments by Israel's top general on US policymaking are usually very rare. They are also to have been pre-approved by the government, which means that Israel is now sending a signal to Biden to tread cautiously. Tehran has, however, dismissed Israel's threat as psychological war. Either way, Biden faces a tough call when it comes to JCPOA. And West Asian nations aren't making it easy for the new president. West Asia Bureau, WION World is One.